Here we are talking about another release from DJI. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Beres and in this channel we talk about photography and filmmaking. So it looks like DJI is getting ready to release DJI Mini 3. Or they might call it something else, but potentially a drone that will be replacing Mini 2. As you guys know, Mini 2 came with amazing upgrades that made it worth it to upgrade from the original Mavic Mini. Or in my case, I typically crash the drone, so I end up getting the newest one that comes out, that I can fly without a license in Canada, of course. Now, as you guys remember, Mini 2 came with significant upgrades like 4K at 24 frames, OcuSync 2.0, and stronger motors that made the drone more resistant to wind. And also, I'd like to mention that it came in RAW photo mode, which is nothing like RAW. It's pretty poorly made, I would say. Even though there were only a few key updates to the Mini 2, it was still worth the upgrade from DJI Mavic Mini, the original one. However, what can DJI do to grab the interest of Mini 2 owners and get them to potentially switch to Mini 3? I will read off some of the leaks and futures, or predictions would be a better word in this case, for Mini 3. Now, apparently the drone market is all crazy right now, so DJI might do an early release to the new Mini. Some sources state that it could release in August or September or around November, which would mark the 1-year release mark of Mini 2. I like Mini 2. I've never crashed it. I know, and I owned it for almost a year since it came out. It's great. Now, let's talk about these features that I found online. 4K 60 frames, 34 minutes flight time, apparently 10 to 12 kilometers range, and it might have a basic obstacle avoidance, some sources say. I don't think it'll be the same system as the more expensive drones, but it might have like a basic obstacle avoidance. These are the top predictions that made it to the internet, and the price might be $50 to $100 more expensive, as DJI also wants to release a revamped version of the Mini 2 and call it Mini 2S. I just want to talk about the Mini 3 in this video. Now, I'd like to talk about the features that I mentioned and if it even matters to me. I'll list everything and we'll go from there. So let's start with 4K 60. I don't really shoot 60 frames anyways, and especially on a drone. I've never wanted to film anything slow motion with a drone because drones are just so high up and so smooth. Even the fastest moves that you make fits well with slow motion. So 4K 60 to me is gonna be useless, to be honest with you. If this is gonna be the only upgrade to the camera, I'd be really upset and stick with my Mini 2. On the other hand, a log profile could be really beneficial, or the fact that I'm pretty sure the 4K right now shoots at 100 megabits per second. If they can crank that up, you could do even further color grading without even having a log profile. To me, unless the image quality is gonna increase, I don't think a 60 frame feature would sell me on the Mini 3, personally speaking. 34 minutes flight time, that's pretty good. I think it's the same as Mini 2 right now. I'm pretty happy with the 34 minutes. I don't really fly for 34 minutes anyways, so it's good if they're gonna keep that. If they can increase that, that would be even better. If they were to crank it up to 40 minutes or 50 minutes, that wouldn't be a selling point for me as well. Next thing was 10 to 12 kilometers range. I don't ever send my drone that far anyways. Again, not speaking to me. If the range system, that is OcuSync 2.0, could be upgraded to something else so that you don't lose signal. Mind you, DJI Mini is absolute phenomenal with the signal. Like, I don't think I've ever lost a signal, and I fly this thing all the time. I've never crashed it. I've owned it since almost a year. Like, never. Usually with the Mini 1, I crashed like a few Mini once. That was because it kept on losing signal. Mini 2 is great. If they were to make it even greater, that would be something that would interest me. But again, just for that feature, I would not probably make the upgrade. Now, the next point that we had was obstacle avoidance. I would appreciate this. Mind you, like I said, I don't think it'll be the top of the line obstacle avoidance. It'll just be like something simple, which would be appreciated by a lot of drone pilots. Including myself, I would really enjoy an obstacle avoidance feature. So let's wrap it up. Unless there's image quality upgrade, a frame rate upgrade won't do anything to me. won't matter to me, because let's be honest, they can just do that with a software tweak. I'm not gonna rebuy an entire drone just so I can shoot 60 frames, which I don't use anyway. So I highly doubt that that will be the only future for image quality or image shooting future, if you will. But anyways, I'll link the forums down below so you can check it out for yourself. I hope that Mini 3 would come with more features, and not only these that apparently are inside information but we don't know. I'll definitely be following up with this topic in this channel, as drones are awesome and I like making videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, subscribe please. Thanks, bye.